pretty good.
It was like a Saturday night, 9:30 p.m., so it only got like 4 likes, 0 RT, but
Pretty good.
Brunch.
Hit it, boys! I had a life-changing experience today.
What was it?
I saw, it was with an animal. I saw a bird, and it was majestic. It wasn't. What are the orange? Those are Orioles.
Yep.
Red ones are
Cardinals.
or aren't robin? What color are robins? Are robins blue?
Yes.
Maybe because robin's eggs are blue.
Robin's
Anyway,
eggs are baby blue.
Right.
But Batman's Robin is like red, green, yellow.
Well, robin eggs, which is I don't know why they don't just put an apostrophe S in there. Robin eggs, great candy. I'm just a Whoppers guy. I think that malted milk balls are terrific. Anyway, I saw this bird. It was a boy bird. It was incredible. And it just believed that I should never settle when it came to my home furnishings, and that I should always have the freedom to be boldly original. And I don't know. It just we just had this one of a kind bond that was made to my unique taste. The bird, he turned my ideas into a reality. He was a mid-century bird with contemporary classics. He had this. He was made of this incredible fabric, rich buttery leather. I think was what he was made of. But he had some plush velvets, and he was every color imaginable.
Did he was like his presence? Did he like bring a showroom to you?
He showed me a room that I never knew.
A room called life.
Yeah, and he was made by hand with care and precision, which was pretty cool. I know that he's not going to be around forever. He's got a limited lifetime, but don't we all? It was really incredible. I sat on it. I slept on it. I broke it in. I broke it in. This bird was amazing.
I'll tell you, if I was on a dating app,
If I didn't love that bird, I would have returned it for a full refund.
if I was on a dating app, my profile would just be sit on it, sleep on it, break it in.
He was kid and pet friendly, so he could be around other animals.
That's good.
Yeah, there was a free personal design consultant there from Joybird.
Sounds like a life-changing experience.
It was. Have you heard about such a revolution?
I think that I may have heard about it once, but I completely forgot about it.
Well, it empowered me to create the space and furniture that brought me joy. So it was a very nice bird.
Well, so yeah, today was supposed to have a nice little
read from that company.
From that company. But
Randy asked yesterday, "Hey, what's the deal? A sponsor got mad at you?" And we were like, "Yeah, we didn't even do anything that bad." But as we were going through it, I was like, "Why don't we should definitely just keep doing Joybird reads." There's no way the Joybird people still listen to this podcast.
No.
If at all. I was astonished that they knew in the first place. Oh, no, because we have to send them?
Yeah, we have to send the checks and stuff.
But they're not
checks.
getting that now. And if they are listening to this one, guess what, Joybird? Still love ya.
What are they going to do? Tell us to stop giving them free advertisement?
Right.
That would be hilarious, though. They were just like, hey, keep our name out your mouth.
I'm going to exclusively shop at Joybird. I'm going to do the Joybird challenge, which is where I don't spend any money unless it goes to Joybird, because a lot of proceeds from Joybird, I don't know, keeps that showroom going, and I like Joybird. It's one of those things. If someone doesn't like you, you can still like them.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna still love you. There's nothing you can do about it.
I bet Brie Larson wouldn't like me. Like,
Okay.
You know about this developing thing. Like, I think that Brie Larson seems like a pretty mean person.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never. I mean, I don't know much about Brie Larson.
She was mean. She was like rude during what award show was it? It was she and Samuel L. Jackson were presenting something, and she was like really rude and dismissive. Now that could be maybe Samuel L. Jackson was mean to her and she was retaliating, but she just seemed a little rude. So, like, I don't know. I bet Brie Larson wouldn't like me. I still like Brie Larson, even though I just said I have a theory that she might be like a bit of a jerk.
She might be the nicest person in the world. You don't know Brie Larson.
Right. This could solely be on Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't know. Yeah, I just wonder if we sent a slew of people to Joybird and just had them all spend a bunch of money, what would their reaction be? Would they rejoin the podcast?
Do you have? Is there a thing when you? No, I think that's when ordering pizza. But you know how it says like any special instructions when you order something? Like there's a little space where you can leave a note. Buy stuff from Joybird, and if there's like a special instructions thing, just be like, I instruct you to accept Brunch's thanks for being so great because they sent me here. They love you, therefore I love you. Joybird, huh? And then I don't want Joybird to come back.
Yeah, I feel like that's why I'm kind of wondering whether or not they'd want to come back if we sent a bunch of business their way, or whether they'd just be like, well, we got to keep this going because it's working for us.
Does Joybird actually get business, or are they just
they're just
in the business of sponsoring podcasts
yeah,
on their terms?
I swear that like half the companies that advertise on podcasts just like aren't real. It's just somebody with like a false front for a business and is just sinking a bunch of money into ad reads.
What do you think Joybird is covering up for? Probably being really insecure and not having comedic chops, not understanding jokes, not being very funny.
Yeah.
Maybe that it's a front for not getting jokes. One of the hosts sounded distracted. Yeah, I was distracted by how in love with you I was. Idiot. Take a joke.
Have you been to the movies at all lately?
I was going to go the other day, but it is just dead season.
There are movies that I want to.
I saw Pet Sematary.
Oh right.
But John Wick 2's coming up. Three.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What did you see?
I haven't seen anything. I want to see movies. I want to see Dumbo.
I was gonna say, do people want to see Dumbo?
I'm not expecting a lot. I'm not expecting it to be good, but I still need to see it for my own intrigue. And 2, I want to see Shazam still. You probably
explain that to me. Is that the same Shazam as Shaq?
No, isn't that like Kazam, or is that Shazam?
No, you're thinking of Kablam, which was a Nickelodeon show. Nickelodeon.
No, what was the is Kazam? No, Shazam. I'm pretty sure
Shazam is the app, and
that's Shazoo.
And the game show.
Yes,
with Jamie Foxx.
Kazam, I think, is the. Oh no, Kazam's the fake Sinbad movie.
What?
You've never heard of this theory that like Sinbad was in a movie in like the 90s where he played a genie, and it's called Kazam, and everybody, like a bunch of people remember it and like specifically remember Sinbad dressing up as a genie, and that movie just does not exist. It never happened, or there's no proof of it happening.
Really?
Yeah, and like people just remember it. It's sort of like the Berenstain Bears thing, where like people remember it being the Bernstein Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know.
I know about I know about the Bern. It was like Bernstein or Berenstein.
People thought that it was Bernstein.
Yeah.
Like they had specific memories of being Bernstein Bears, but it's actually always been the Berenstein or the Berenstain Bears.
Oh, that's right. I always thought I always called it the Berenstein Bears.
I think it's the Berenstain Bears or something.
Berenstain. Well, I was gonna make a joke about Berenstain.
Kazam is Shaq.
Yeah.
Kazam is Shaq. So Shazam is the superhero movie. I'm all
so
mixed
who's
up
this?
now.
So then what does this guy do? I need this guy now in my life.
You don't need him, but it looks like a kind of fun.
How many lines does
movie.
Brie Larson have in the trailer?
0, because she's not in the movie.
Oh,
ooh, problematic.
Then I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, so it's the Berenstain Bears. I just looked it up, and I believe that a bunch of people think that it was the Bernstein Bears.
Right, but there's proof of both, right?
No.
Oh.
There's no proof of the Bernstein Bears ever existing.
Who?
As is, there's no proof
But
of the Sinbad genie movie.
I think I called it some combination of the two. I think I called it the Berenstein Bears. I think I called it like the Berenstein instead of Berenstain.
Okay, that. I mean, maybe that's it. I don't know. It's one of those things. But yeah, I want to see Shazam and I want to see Dumbo.
I want to see. No, I don't want to see any of those things. I
Okay.
definitely don't want to see Shazam. I don't care about that.
I didn't expect you to care about that movie.
Dumbo. I think I said this like. I think the music's supposed to be good in Dumbo. Is that a thing?
Sure.
I know that Arcade Fire's on the soundtrack,
Yeah, I've heard
so
you
that's
say this
like a thing, I guess. But is that enough to move the needle for me? I don't know. I don't even remember Dumbo, the first one, that much. Anyway,
Neither do I. It was like a big childhood movie for me, but I don't remember any like details in it. I haven't watched it in probably like 20 years, but I remember being a big part of my childhood, and I want to see what the live action one is. I'm going to see all the live action Disney movies because like I'm just very curious to see how those come
yeah,
out.
and those ones, and people are going to be talking about those ones. I didn't realize I have a busy couple of years coming up, and I was like,
tell me about
I
it.
was looking at like, when can I have time to do anything? And it dawned on me that in the next couple months, in the next month, John Wick 3 comes out.
Yeah.
And it's a weekend where I'm going to be gone, and
Oh no!
I would be a jerk if I left a wedding to go see John Wick 3. You know how uptight people are these days. So I think I'm going to have to do like either a Thursday night if I don't have to work, but I will have to work. I don't know, like a first thing in the morning John Wick 3 thing.
There's
but-
never a bad time to see John Wick.
I'm so excited for John Wick 3. And I was looking up some stuff about John Wick 3. Apparently, as part of the rollout, they're going to make the Continental. Is that what that hotel's called?
Yeah.
And fans can go and stay there, kind of like, I know they did that with Seinfeld, and Jack Antonoff felt he was important enough to, remember he did that?
He did the Seinfeld thing?
Yeah, he made his bedroom growing up and made it like an exhibit, and Bleachers fans could come see Jack Antonoff's childhood bedroom.
Cool,
Dude,
man.
you are not that important.
Yeah. I have no interest in going to see where Jack Antonoff pulled his meat as like a 12-year-old.
Exactly. Holy smokes. Could you imagine?
I also don't really get the appeal of the Continental thing. Like, it's sort of cool, but it's just a fucking hotel. It's not
Right.
like any wild shit happens at the Continental,
You
really.
can't get killed there, though,
right,
at
exactly. Yeah, maybe that's the appeal. It's just like a really safe space.
The guy says that the food is very good. Remember?
Oh, really?
He says you can stay there forever and never eat the same meal twice.
Well, you know what's
which makes me think like, relax, Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, seriously. You know what might be cool is like, you know how they give you those token things?
Yeah.
It'd be cool to do that, and like those count as drink tokens. You can go to the hotel bar and get some free drinks.
Ooh, I like that.
That's the biggest appeal for me.
And if you make like any bar bets, you could bet markers.
Yep.
What would you do if someone gave you a marker?
I don't know.
Draw with it.
Nailed it.
Oh, smell it.
I'm too tired for this. No, I don't really understand the appeal of the Continental other than like I can pretend that I'm in the John Wick universe, but nothing's actually really happening. around
Right,
me.
so then you could pretend you're the least interesting person in the John Wick universe. The homeless people are assassins in the John Wick universe.
Yeah, it's true.
You would be so boring if you're just there doing nothing. But it did get me thinking, what if other movies did exhibits like that or experiences like that where you could experience or visit something from that movie and live like you're in that movie? Which ones would you want? I know what my number one is by far. Will
Mamma
not be
Mia.
surprising. Mamma Mia, here we go again.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. And everyone's there, and everyone's attractive, and it's just
on a
everyone's
Greek
singing.
island.
Yep, and
you're coming in on yachts where everybody's
right.
dancing and blasting
exactly.
music.
You arrive there on one of those two boats.
Yeah.
Why 2 boats?
I think it
Why
was 3 boats.
Oh, were there 3?
I think it was 3
I was
boats.
going to say, if there were 2, it seems like that's not quite a round enough number.
Yeah, you either have to have 1 boat or 3. There's no situation in which you want 2 boats.
Would you go up to the top of the boat and be, there's like the jacked guy at the top of one of the boats just like dancing by himself?
I would be exactly where what's the 2 guys are.
Yeah,
doing
Bill
like
and
the
Harry. That's
doing like the
right.
Titanic. That's the main spot.
That's the safe spot. But if you went to the tippity top, that guy was
You got a little turbulence on the water.
right. Yeah, exactly. I found it so wild. I bet that you think that's considered a stunt,
Probably, yeah.
dancing that high.
Do you think that they actually just cruised on those boats?
I think so.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
got
then
to
how
be
many
a stunt
times
then.
did they shoot those? Do you think they would have them come in and then be like, okay,
All right, turn it
turn
around.
around right now, come back.
They got fuel boats. Fuel them up. We got to do another run.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And sometimes
Think the ships are real?
Sometimes maybe they looked real.
Yeah.
They looked real. That was a really impressive part of that movie.
For me, number 1 on my list has to be Harry Potter, and that exists.
Okay.
That exists, and I hate to
Right,
go there.
They have
but-
a Harry Potter.
Yeah, I've never
Disney
been there,
World,
but
right?
I've never been there. I'm going there this summer. Very, very excited about it. But that
Where
is for
is that?
sure. It's in Orlando. I think it's Universal Studios.
Ooh, I'm trying to think. Where would I? Not Wild. Wouldn't want to do that.
What do you mean?
You seen the movie Wild? Yeah, Reese Witherspoon. She backpacks
don't think I've
by
seen that.
herself.
No, I don't think I've
What?
seen
It was. That means you skipped out on some Oscar work one year. Maybe it was.
it. I saw
Maybe it
Into
was
the
before
Wild.
your time. Well, I think Wild is the name of it, right? Reese Witherspoon backpacks, remembers all of her experiences, whether her mother dying or being a sex addict. You don't remember that movie?
Nope.
It's a very good movie, but it's a lot of backpacking by yourself. I would hate to do that. That sounds
Yeah, no.
That sounds absolutely horrible.
Also not into the Wild.
What's
That
Into the Wild?
experience. You never seen that with Emil Hirsch? He's the guy who sells his car, sells all his possessions, and basically backpacks across the western United States, and then ends up dying in Alaska.
No.
trying to live off the land. And oops, he ate poison berries and he's dead.
Huh. Is it bad that Mamma Mia is the only one I could think of? I said before this, maybe if they made the Junior Goodwill Games, I'd go and
Yeah, I'd be interested in that.
that wouldn't be too different from going to World Juniors or something.
What about the Hunger Games? Wanna see
I don't
people
know what
hunt
that is.
People hunt each other. It's a battle royale, man. It's like
And it's just everyone fights.
they drop 16 people into an arena, and everybody gets to watch, and the last person alive wins.
Oh man, how much do you get paid? Or do you have to? Is it
It's-
poor people?
So they have districts in this it's not post-apocalyptic, but it's a very dystopian future or whatever. And they have districts, and one representative from each district gets selected in basically a lottery, and they get dropped in, and they have to fight for their lives.
And
it's not optional.
one of them is called One of them is called Kitty.
Katniss.
Katniss.
Yep.
Right. What kind of a name is that?
It's a future name, apparently.
Ooh.
And Pita is the other one.
Pita?
Yeah.
Not PITA or PETA?
I think it's P-E-E. No, P-E.
PEEE.
Yeah, P-E-E-E-E-T-A.
E. Interesting.
Pita. Pita
Yeah.
Malak.
What else is coming out though, other than John Wick?
There's some good stuff coming out, but I don't know off the top of my head. The Lion King is coming out. I don't know. There's some stuff on the horizon. I definitely need to get back on my movie list upkeep. I think I'm at 45 right now. I'm falling behind.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
I'm falling behind, man.
But let me pull up the old AMC app. Oh, by the way, I was wrong about the Run P thing going away on the AMC app. They just moved it, and
They may as well have deleted it.
right. I mean,
Don't move it.
they hid it so you can't accidentally see it. Is my guess. because you could very easily just
Because there are spoilers in there,
right,
maybe?
yeah.
Okay.
But boy, oh boy, did they hid that thing like crazy. So, Curse of La Llorona, it says she wants your children.
That's the one with...
Could not be
Isn't
me.
that the one with Linda Cardellini?
Let me see. Yes. Ooh, yeah. Is that out? It's Linda
Soon?
Cardellini.
Oh, man. Well, how did we forget this? Avengers Endgame coming out. Very excited about that.
Don't know what that is.
Sure. Detective Pikachu, the Pokemon movie with
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. Gonna see that for sure.
There's
John Wick Chapter 3. Rocket Man, the Elton John one.
oh yeah, when does that come out?
I don't know. It's coming out soon.
When? Just click on it.
May 31st.
Okay, that's gonna be so much better than the Terrible Queen movie.
Aladdin is coming out. I'm not interested in that, but I'm probably gonna see it.
Who's in that again?
Will Smith playing
Oh
Genie.
right, yeah, and everyone was
Godzilla
mad about-
King of Monsters. Randy's in that. Got to see that.
Yes, Randy's in that.
Sweaty Kyle Chandler. Secret Life of Pets 2.
I cannot believe that.
Are you going to see it?
Yeah, probably. Long Shot.
So
Charlize Theron.
let me tell you a story about Long Shot. Mm-hmm. You know how we sign up for the screeners and they
Oh
send you
God,
emails?
I've gotten 1,000 of those.
million of them.
Every day I get a new one.
They like those screener things are supposed to be exclusive. Like you get one in your inbox and you're
No,
like,
they're
holy
not.
shit! You're like, holy shit! Oh my God, we got a screener. We can maybe see this early.
So you're saying they're supposed to feel exclusive?
They're supposed to feel exclusive.
Okay.
Like you're supposed to be excited and you're supposed to rush to your email inbox to sign up and
Yeah.
make sure you get on the list. I did that the first time for the long shot. Couldn't make it to the screener. Good thing I've gotten 45 additional invites to see the long shot before it comes out. And you know what? I'm not going to see it out of spite now.
How about this one? Booksmart with Beanie Feldstein, Jonah Hill's sister. And don't know who these other people are, but she's funny.
That does look. That looks pretty funny.
Yeah.
That looks good. I'm excited about it.
This is a segment called Brunch just tells you movies that are coming out, and we don't know about any of them. The Intruder. This one stars Megan Good. That could be cool.
I feel like
Looks like someone intrudes.
I feel like Booksmart is going to be like one of the hits of the
Beloved.
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And is it A24 who makes it? And maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know who any of these people are other than Beanie.
I feel like Booksmart is going to be like the 8th grade of this year.
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, I have no idea what it's about, but is it like a coming of age?
Yeah, it's a coming of age of like two girls graduating high school, I think,
Nice.
and they're like trying to let loose.
Oh, this is the one. Oh, this is this is Girl Superbad.
Yeah,
I heard about
yeah,
this.
yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, so that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So I'm very, very excited about that. And if it hits the right notes, that could be one of the most beloved movies of the year. I feel it.
Yeah, okay, so now I'm very excited for that. Who else is in Rocket Man, by the way? Let's look at this. Bryce Dallas Howard's in it.
Really?
Yep. Jamie Bell as Bernie Taupin. Don't know who Jamie Bell is. Speaking of Taupin, let's do a quick little music update. Katie Toupin, formerly of Houndmouth, put out a song called Magnetic something, and I'll be honest, I haven't been crazy about the stuff that she's put out since leaving the band. That song's very good, so if you'd like, check that out. Katie Toupin, Broken by Brunch.
Magnetic Moves. Is the name of
Magnetic
it.
Moves.
It's pretty solid. Like it and it was funny. We laughed about it, but it sounds like it could.
Yes, it's a
be
Golden Age
right on
song.
Golden Age.
Right.
Sounds ripped straight off of Golden Age. So very strange that this band that was like very deeply rooted in Americana, basically like folk sort
Yeah.
of music, just went so far away from it. They broke up, and then they're both doing sort of the same things now.
Yeah, well, maybe
They're doing it well.
Yeah. I love Golden Age. I'll fight anybody on Golden Age, but nobody seems to disagree anymore on that. I think that people people are dumb. And Helmuth, when they were on with us, explained, like, just because we were only putting out stuff that was Americana doesn't mean that we can only like do Americana. Yeah. And so, congratulations to Helmuth. Should we keep reading movie titles?
I feel like
The Man Who Killed Don Quixote, that comes out soon, and Adam Driver's in it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Why are you so shocked about that?
Because I feel like I'm usually up on Adam Driver happenings. And he's got a movie coming up. What's today? Is today April 19th?
Today's April 18th.
Okay, so Friday morning. I have too much. Maybe I'll go see that. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes. Movie details. It's got no details. There's some pictures, but in this, you can clearly see that is...
This is the #1 movie podcast in the world. We explain to you what's coming up and who's in it, and then we explain why we can't see the movies.
Yeah, right. We're too busy that day. But look at that. Adam Driver on the horse. Very few buttons.
Ooh, he's got horses in the back.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that song, by the way?
Oh, man. Did we not talk about it?
We did not touch on this song at all.
It's just as country as... that's right. I thought about writing something, like doing a presentation on the Brunch blog about taking that song and that stupid fucking If It's Meant to Be, It'll Be song.
Oh, man, the Florida Georgia Line one?
Right. And saying, this, the horses in the back is no less country than If It's Meant to Be. Like, both are...
I will say Maren Morris is in that song, isn't it? Isn't she?
I think it's somebody else.
Really?
Yeah. But that wouldn't do you any favors in the country argument.
No, I'm just saying I would be disappointed like that Maren Morris involved herself.
I don't know. Maren Morris is a sellout, dude. She did.
Oh, it's Bebe Rexha.
Okay.
So she's very pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maren Morris is a sellout, but like she still makes jams.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying, like, if you're saying, and I don't think you were, but if you're saying Maren Morris is country, like,
no,
just as country as
no, she's pop
like,
country.
I am right. She did friggin'. She did the "Meet Me in the Middle" song.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Yeah.
So whatever. But and I'm not giving her shit for it. I'm saying that if you listen to country radio, other than Chris Stapleton, you are listening to either some form of pop or some just god-awful mess that would make Vince Gill spin in his grave. And right. Vince Gill, very much still alive.
Yep.
You're killing Vince Gill, people. But yeah, that If It's Meant to Be song should have had... Like, why that could have gotten the same reaction that Old Town Road got. It's just that Old Town Road was made by a rapper, and it was a little more unapologetic in being like, hey, we're coming at this from a different angle. But the result, still the exact same thing. A bunch of, like, a poorly sung... a poorly sung pop song with a trap beat. And maybe a banjo sound here or there, and you call it country.
But then Billy Ray Cyrus on the remix, which fucking hilarious.
Billy Ray, it sounds like Billy Ray Cyrus did that, and I've only heard the song like 3 times. It sounds like he did that in less than one take. Like he didn't record that twice, and then they comped it to make it sound like one normal thing. It sounded like he did it 0 times, and they had to take like footage or audio from other Billy Ray Cyrus songs to piece together it sounding like Billy Ray Cyrus singing that song.
I could be wrong, but I swear that like one night I saw Lil Nas X tweet that Billy Ray Cyrus is in the studio, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is wild! I hope there's a remix." And then literally the next morning, the remix was out.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye does this where he'll be like, album comes out tomorrow. Can't wait to finish it. And you're like,
what?
What? But I mean, why not? There doesn't need to be that thing anymore where you finish an album and then you hold on to it for 3-4 months and wait to do this big rollout or whatever, especially if you're releasing stuff yourself. Once you're done mixing it, that shit's good to go. It's not like you had to like put it in the refrigerator or something.
Yeah, but I do think that for a lot of artists, there's probably the promotional campaign,
Right.
and like rolling it out slowly and getting people excited
that
for
is
it.
why there's that wait. But now you don't have to. If
But
you
it's not
want to
like-
just put something out right away, then you can.
Right, and it's not like Lil Nas X is going to be needs a promotional campaign for Old Town Road, which is like the hottest shit in the music scene right
I kind
now.
of do wait. I wish that he waited like 6 months to put that out.
Let it die,
Old
let it
Town-
die
right.
out.
So
Like,
at some point,
nope.
So Old Town Road could be the new
the old Harambe.
No, the new, well, it's similar to that, but Old Town Road could be the new Mr. Brightside, where it's just like always a popular song, but because there's some new form of it. He could do like the Billy Ray Cyrus remix. Then
I've seen other people say that like I want to be on the remix.
Really?
Like popular artists have been like put me on the remix. So that would be hilarious if it was just. And like,
do a John Mayer
It's a
remix.
weird enough song that like you could just keep bringing people in, and
Yeah.
it would still be funny.
I'll tell you, and again, I've only really heard the song like 2 or 3 times, but you are lying to yourself. And if you're a country fan, you're mad that you're like, oh, this isn't country, blah, blah, blah. Like, relax. Your radio stations won't play Casey Musgraves because she's like, hey, gay people aren't so bad. And country radio's like, just go, hey, just... If you whatever, just keep it to yourself, okay? Just keep it to yourself. We don't do straight parade. Like that's where country radio still is. So if you're siding with country radio, maybe pick better battles. But anyway, regardless of what you think of the song, if you can hear the "I got my horses in the back" part and not just immediately just do like a hey, you are lying to yourself, you're lying to me, you're lying to your body. The way your body reacts when it hears the "I got my horse," hey, that is like one of the great musical moments of my life.
I also love how much fun Lil Nas X is having with this song.
Yeah.
I saw him, his Twitter is like kind of a joy. I don't follow him, but I occasionally check in, and I saw him tweet last night. He was like, man, that Old Town Road money's coming in, with like a bunch of heart eyes emojis, and he tweeted a picture of an apartment with a toilet right next to the kitchen.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, this dude rules.
Yeah. Lil Nas X
He seems to be in on the joke, so I'm very, very happy for him.
and seemingly being good about his money. He's like, "Hey, I'll get this little starter home off of this, and then once the 5th remix comes out, then maybe."
Speaking
I
of
can
people
upgrade.
that are country but not really,
Mm-hmm.
our girl Taylor Swift has an album that's maybe coming
That's
out soon.
right. That's right. When's that coming out? The 26th.
April 26th, right? 4/26?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be the album. Do you think she drops the whole album on
Oh,
April
yeah,
26th?
maybe
It's just going to be a song that
So
everybody
it's going,
hates.
right? So it's going to be a song that is going to shock people. They're going to be thrown for a real loop. And
I don't know though, because like the all the artwork and the teases seem to suggest that it's going to be like a light,
Right.
summery, poppy,
A lot of pastel
album.
colors. A lot of pastels.
I think we're in for like a very fun summer pop album.
What's she gonna do? Like a Hey Soul Sister cover?
No, yes, hopefully. No, she's gonna cover Old Town Road. Which
If there were a Taylor Swift remix,
come on,
hell
yes.
Here's what it's for too long. Taylor Swift has had legitimate rappers jump on her songs to give them credibility. We need Taylor Swift rapping on. Can we tell if Lil Nas X is a legitimate rapper?
He is. He's got to be now.
I don't know anything about this young man other than
He's just
Old Town Road.
Yeah, me neither.
Did
Is he
Old Town-
I think he's a SoundCloud rapper.
Okay, did Old Town Road come from? Was that a Fortnite thing?
I don't think so. If anything, it would have been Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, so I thought I heard like it was like from playing a video game or something, and
So it
like
could be
they
Red
like
Dead
really
Redemption.
got him in the like a kind of horse
Yeah, so that would be Red Dead Redemption.
horse vibe.
Yeah, but if that would be, I think that would be like the funniest thing of all time is if Taylor Swift was teasing this album and everybody was freaking out for like months at a time, and then all of a sudden she just drops an Old Town Road remix on everybody's ass.
That would be amazing. Or what if she just dropped Old Town? Here's what she could do. She could do her cover of Old Town Road, and then Ryan Adams makes a comeback with his cover of Taylor Swift doing Old Town Road, and then out of nowhere, Daddy comes in with his cover of Ryan Adams covering Taylor Swift.
Covering Lil Nas X.
Fun thing I learned recently. Father John Misty had never heard 1989 before he did that cover album. So he literally just looked up the lyrics to 1989 songs.
Really?
And
he had like no source material other than the lyric
Well,
sheets?
if you listen to what's it called? If you listen to Blank Space, it is nothing like Blank Space.
Yeah, but I figured that was
all.
the joke.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But seemingly he did not know those songs, and he just did it as a joke. Although there is somewhere out there, there's a cover. There's him playing "Mean" by Taylor Swift, and it's great. You know why?
Why?
"Mean's" an awesome song.
It's a song that I hated at first. I was like, this is a 15-year-old Taylor Swift song. Like,
Right.
She is a 15-year-old songwriter.
Hell yeah.
And once
Cool.
you get past that, it's a great song.
Yeah. No, I love "Mean." That was always one of my favorites by hers. Here's something I have written down for this episode. Really, the only thing I'd written down for this episode.
Before we move on from
Joybird,
music.
huh?
Yes. Before we move on from music, I have to give you credit. And whoever dropped it in our group chat.
Maggie Rogers?
No.
You're welcome.
Yes, no. We're going to break an artist here.
Who we breaking?
Old Casey Musgraves. Great upcoming artist.
Yeah?
Her remix or reprise
Yeah.
of Neon Moon
Yeah?
by Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah?
Unbelievable.
So it would just be... Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yes.
That was dropped in the group chat, and I think it was Miles, our pal Miles.
Oh,
I cannot stop listening to this song. It's very, very good.
Yeah, I haven't heard that yet. I saw you guys talking about that, and I was
Really?
like, cool. Yeah.
You gotta listen to it. We'll put it on the playlist.
Okay, also putting on the playlist, My Maria by Brooks and Dunn.
Okay.
What a song. You know what song?
Nope.
My Maria. It's like very yodely.
Okay.
It's...
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
What do you got for your one note for the show? 'Cause as anybody can tell who's been listening to this show, no notes for today's episode.
NHL playoffs, man. There's just...
ruining
who
my
has the
life.
time? Who has the time?
Straight up ruining my life. I have not left my basement. Like that's like I know that's a joke. Like
I guess you're loving your mom. Blah, blah. Oh, dude, someone tried to burn me with a mom basement joke, and I owned them back. Nobody liked it. No one cared about it. But it was game two. Game two, the Bruins were beating the Leafs, and Tuukka, at least until late in the second period, Tuukka didn't have to do anything because the Bruins were just killing the Leafs. So at that moment, I tweeted, "The Bruins are going to win this game. People are going to say that Rask, quote, bounced back, and I'm going to call my mom crying." Like, just because I'll be apoplectic, whatever that word is. And someone responded, "Wouldn't it be easier to just go upstairs and talk to her?" And I said, "Is this one of those classic jokes about my mom living in my attic?"
pretty good.
Pretty
good.
It was like a Saturday night, 9:30 p.m., so it only got like 4 likes, 0 RT, but
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I know the joke is that I never leave my mom's basement, but I literally have not left my mom's basement in like 6 days.
Yeah.
Or slept. That's fine.
People at work...
I've seen the work tweets, like the CSN people, or NBC Sports Boston people,
powered by Xfinity,
have not left the office.
Really?
During the playoffs, like if there's a late game going on, they're at the office, they're watching, they're tweeting.
Oh yeah, who
I don't know. Maybe they're not at the office, but I know that a lot of people from NBC Sports Boston have been watching these late night playoff games.
Just like staying
Giles,
and watching.
yeah.
We have to stay a little after the show anyway, so we'll just stay and watch like whatever Western Conference game, which is no sweat off my back because that's
they're fun
kind of
as
what
hell.
I would do anyway. But yeah, playoff hockey, I just need to do by myself for some reason. When the Bruins, the couple years the Bruins didn't make the playoffs when I was still covering the Bruins, I would stay home every night and just eat a lot, maybe have a couple of beers, and just watch hockey by myself. And that's what I
Sounds
would
like
do.
a dream.
And you're locked in, and you don't have to talk to anybody or think or do anything. Now, the Bruins are in the playoffs, obviously, and I'm at work. So I just go into a conference room. That we have a big, wide open newsroom where everyone's talking, everyone's joking, having fun, commenting, blah blah. And I just feel like a weirdo being locked in among that. So I go into a conference room, close the door, just watch the game completely by myself, and get a lot of snacks and stress eat.
I don't hate that.
And that's not even if it's the Bruins. It could be some random team I don't care about. Playoff hockey makes me just like eat my
That's
hands.
the beauty of it, man. You get invested in these games that you do not care about, don't have a rooting interest in, and they ruin your life.
Yeah.
It's the best. Yeah, I mean, we also got a lot of positive responses and feedback to our hockey talk last week.
Opening the show
Straight
with a
off
little
the
hockey
top.
talk, yeah.
Straight off the top. Always a dangerous endeavor because I feel like a lot of people that listen to this show, not big sports
Yeah, they're
people.
like, hey, sport. Hey, they're like country radio with any progressive opinion. Like, hey, you can like sports.
Yeah.
Just don't shove it in my face, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not doing a parade about how I don't like sports. I'm
Like the most common feedback that we get about the show on like the reviews and stuff. By the way, go leave us a review on iTunes and
Yeah.
make it 5 stars.
Yeah.
Is like 2 sports writers came for the sports, very pleasantly surprised that it's not sports talk.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, baby? Sports talk.
sometimes right.
Deal
Yeah,
with it.
right. Now that you got used to one thing, we're zagging when you think
That's
we're
what we
gonna zig.
do. Every time we find something good, we go away from it and destroy the show a little bit more.
Yeah, it's the hot tub effect.
Yes.
And then once we go back to it, you'd be like, wow, man, brunch is really popping. I don't know what changed. And it'd be like, we just went back to doing the stuff that worked. Let's do a little hockey talk. Bruins for sure going to win this series. Austin Matthews, not even close to back.
How back? How back is Austin Matthews? I do like I it's a little bit late in the series, but now I want to start like a graphic that's like a Austin Matthews back meter.
Yeah,
and it's
I wrote
just
today
like,
about how he's not back.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to just like have like a little update after every game with where the little lines pointing in the odometer.
Yeah.
How back is he?
He
Shot a puck straight at Tuukka Rask's chest,
Yeah.
and it went in. Congratulations, he's back.
He has 2 power play goals and 1 goal that was really bad that anybody could
Yeah.
score. He's not back.
And-
he wasn't back last. This is all based off of last postseason when when Austin Matthews wasn't doing anything. The Bruins were stuck in their own zone for a million years. So Babcock threw Austin Matthews on the ice and he scored because
Scored a
they
power
were
play
dead.
goal in game 3.
Did he score a power play goal?
Scored a power play goal.
Not this year. I'm talking about
Last year.
Okay.
I think he scored a power play goal in game 3 and then had an assist, and that was like his only contributions to the series.
Really? No, he had an even strength goal. He had an even strength goal when the Bruins
Okay, so
were
maybe it wasn't
dead
power
on the
play.
ice. Yeah, right. But it was as big
Might
an
as well have
asterisk-
been.
Right. It was as big an asterisk as there could be next to a goal. And everyone was like, Austin Matthews is back. Guess who wasn't back? Austin Matthews. So no matter what Austin Matthews does, I'm still going to say the rest of the series, he's not back.
He had a good
has
game.
3 goals.
He had a good game in game 4. He had a lot of chances.
Right, because that was the only game that David Krejci's line didn't
Yeah.
absolutely eat him up.
And the Leafs also dominated that entire game.
Leafs have dominated for 3 of the 4
Yeah.
games.
No,
Leafs have definitely played better than the Bruins.
I said it today. Is like the Bruins are very, 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 very lucky they're not down 3-1 in the series.
Yeah.
Extremely lucky.
Part of it, their goalies played well.
Who, the Bruins?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Both
He-
both goalies have played well in the series.
You want to do asterisks? If people are saying that Austin Matthews is back, then I get to say this. If Tuukka Rask
Tuukka back.
If Tuukka Rask stopped that super easy shot from Austin Matthews that was the worst goal he's ever allowed in his life, he'd have a 928 save percentage this postseason. So
What is it instead? Like
921.
Okay.
Which is
Still
fine.
good.
It's 6th among playoff goalies.
Still fine.
Yeah. Better than Frederick Anderson. I think that roughly Rask and Anderson have been the same this series. People are very excited to either go too far one way or too far the other. On one hand, they're like, some of the games he's let up a bunch of goals. See, he stinks. And my thing was, I thought he was the best player on the ice in game 2 when the Bruins, what did they put up? 4 on him? 5?
4, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was just under siege the entire
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. And I
much
mean,
like Rask was the other night.
yeah, I think that if I had to pick one, I would say that Anderson has like a slight advantage because I feel like he's looked like a game changer more than Rask has.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think who's had a harder time, who's had a harder job. I think the Rask
over the past couple of games for sure. Tuukka.
There's only been one game that I think that Anderson has really taken a beating, and that was game 2.
Yeah.
But he didn't play that poorly. I don't know. I think that those two have been roughly the same. But
the funnest series by far is Calgary and Colorado.
I know, and now it's going to be over.
I know, it's very upsetting. I was sort of rooting for Calgary last night.
I kind of want
They did not deserve to win that game, but I am for sure rooting for this series to go as long as possible because it is so fun. It's sort of the same way that I feel about Vegas and San Jose, even though Vegas is absolutely shit pumping San Jose right now, and it's completely because Erik Karlsson is hurt and Martin Jones absolutely sucks.
Yeah.
And Vegas has 2 lines that are unbelievable.
That's this Vegas or this Sharks season that had all that optimism.
Well, I mean, it should
come down to
it
they had
should.
A bad goalie.
They had an over 100. I think they finished with 103 points.
No, they were
103 points with the league's worst goaltending. Do you know how hard that is?
Yeah,
that is insane. They have a really, really, really good team, and everything comes down to goaltending in the playoffs. And they decided to hang on to the goalie that went like .896 in the regular season.
Now, if they could get away from Jones, which they can't because they just re-signed him to a bad deal,
and their backup sucks.
Right. Like, well, I was gonna say the move would be let Karlsson walk and sign Bob.
Yeah. You can't,
but they can't because Martin Jones I think is 5'7".
Is he that high? Yeah, he's probably that high.
I
think he might be. He's somewhere between 5 and 6. I think, and he's signed for like 4 more years.
Yeah, I had one show. Few weeks ago, like midway through the show, I was like, wait, I have like a Martin Jones take. Let's do it. And I was all very excited, and no one really cared. And I thought that I was like blowing the roof off stuff, and I was like, yo, Martin Jones sucks. Like his contract is as bad, if not worse, than Tuukka's.
Basically untradeable. It's way worse than Tuukka's. Tuukka is a good goalie.
Right.
And I'm willing to overpay for a starting goaltender who is good to very good.
Yeah.
I'm willing to do that rather than paying a. Would you say his contract's probably average or slightly above average? I don't know what the exact number is. There.
I think that it's 5.75, which is very high for like a fine goalie.
I mean,
but he's
sure, but he's not a fine goalie.
No, that's what I'm saying.
For a very bad goalie that now has become so bad that he's untradeable and his contract is untradeable.
Albatross.
He is, yes, and he is. He's a full-on anchor.
Love it. Don Sweeney, genius, kept the right guy. Told you, chumps. The only thing I had written down for this show, Ross was a real creep when what happens? The girl comes by looking for Phoebe because Phoebe is gonna give a massage, and she's like, "Hey, are you a masseuse?" Ross sees that she's hot and is like, "Yes." And then she's like, "Cool, Dad, come on in. Time for your massage." And then Ross has to massage an old guy. How creepy is that? Ross was gonna feel up a stranger.
It's like a sexual predator move,
right? That is some cancelable stuff.
Man, we gotta go through Friends. We really gotta take. We talk about Friends. And we did talk about Friends a lot.
Cancel it episode by episode.
Not necessarily, but pick it apart because there are so many things that are fucked up about Friends.
Definitely.
And it is a very product of the 90s show, but man, so much fun. I would love to go through Friends and do a deep dive.
Okay, well, maybe we'll do that sometime.
Oh, now. Oh. Nice to meet you. Where you been? I could show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven, sin. Saw you then, I thought, oh my God, look at that face. You could be my next mistake. loves a game, wanna play. New money, suit and tie. I can read you like a magazine. Ain't it funny how rumors fly? And I know you heard about me, so let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends. Grab your passport and my hand. I can make the bad guys good for a weekend. It's gonna be forever or go down in flames. You tell me when it's over if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. 'Cause you know I love the players. Oh, you know I love the players. 'Cause you know I love the players. Woo! Oh, and you love the game. 'Cause we're young and we're reckless, and we'll take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, baby, or with a nasty scar. I got a long list of ex-lovers, and they'll tell you I'm insane. But I got a blank space, baby. Oh, I got a blank space, baby. Oh, I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Cherry lips, crystal skies. I could show you incredible things. Stolen kisses, pretty lies. You're the king, baby, and I'm your queen. Whoo! Find out what you want. Be that girl for a month, but the worst is yet to come. Oh no! I'm screaming. Baby, I'm crying. Perfect storms. I could make all the tables turn. Rose garden filled with thorns. Keep you second guessing like, oh my God, who is she? I get drunk on jealousy, but you'll come back each time you leave. 'Cause darling, I'm a nightmare, dressed like a daydream. Whoo! So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, mama, and they'll tell you I'm insane. 'Cause you know I love the players. 'Cause you know I love the players. Whoo, oh you know I love the players, and you love the game. Oh, 'cause we're young and we're reckless, and we'll take this way too far. And I'll leave you breathless, ooh, or with a nasty scar. I got a long list of ex-lovers, oh, and they'll tell you I'm insane. But I got a blank space, baby. I got a blank space, baby. Ooh, I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Boys only want you if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn you. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn you. Ooh, so it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, oh, if the high was worth the pain. Ooh, I got a long list of ex-lovers, mama, oh, and they'll tell you I'm insane. 'Cause you know I love the players. You know I love the players. Oh, you know I love the players, and you love the game. Oh, yeah. Oh, you love the game. Oh, yeah, you love the game. Ooh, oh.
That was the price was a switch to.